the backdrop. I moved it around,
It's very
so
nice. It's not a ton to talk about this week. Just
I'm not
get
too
straight
mad
to the
about
point.
it. It's been a work week.
Shockingly common. It's nice.
I kind of love it. I
Not
I'm
at
not
work, but
I'm
I'm in
not
sales. End of the month kind of just was like crazy for the last 3 days, but we're good now.
I love it.
Haven't
I'm
been keeping track, but
That's all that matters. I'm not, we're chugging along. The season's chugging along, it's coming into downtime,
it is.
hopefully.
Which I'm not mad about because I'm excited about this weekend's race.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
Oh, I'm very excited as well. I'm excited. I totally forgot there was a sprint race this weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
I knew it, but I also didn't really care because I feel like a Miami sprint's not going to be anything special because there's Miami as a race is just kind of boring, which we should talk about that a little bit with the lack of stuff to talk about. Miami isn't really, I guess, lived up to the expectation everyone thought it was going to when they first made it,
I think it's just the allure more of Miami itself than it is the race
which
itself,
is
personally.
like as an American, right? I hate saying this, but I mean Vegas is actually a pretty fun race. I can't really talk smack about Vegas, but most of the time they were making the Vegas race about it just being in Vegas and no one really cared about the track. Then we realized that the track's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
So it's
I
fine.
like
But
it. I like that it's a street.
Miami was more of the same, right? They were just making it a big deal because it's in Miami. It's going to be all crazy and all that. They didn't really care about the track. Like,
I was gonna say Miami's like not that interesting to me personally. I don't know. Like I think it's obviously the allure because like it's the first race in the US for the season, which is fine because it's big celebrity
exactly.
marketing.
It's always fun to see British commentators try to talk to American celebrities. I don't know if you saw this, I'm sure you did. Like I'm watching the Knicks playoffs right now, so basketball's on my mind. Paolo Banchero. I don't know if you're a big NBA person, I don't think you are. He's on the Orlando Magic. He used to play for Duke, whatever. Um, I want to who does the paddock walk? Why am I blanking? Martin Brundle, I think. I don't know. But
I think.
um he walked up to him and goes, Mr. Mahomes, how are you? Because he thought it was Patrick Mahomes, and it was really funny. All-time moment. I cringe every time I see it, but it is so unbelievably hilarious every single time that
Huh?
it is always just reminds me of it. But I saw a post today. I didn't send it to you because I forgot to, but the proposed ideas for the Miami race originally was going to be like over water with more turns and then like two very long straights and be fun. They then progressively made it worse and worse to the point that now it's not over any water and it's in the parking lot of the stadium that no one
I
really cares about anyway.
literally just about to say it's literally like in the parking lot. It is horrible. Don't know how that ended up happening, but
I just feel like if you have like a tropical city like this, right? Make it a street circuit. Like logistically, sure, it's going to be a nightmare. You're acting like the logistics of a Las Vegas street race isn't a nightmare. They make it work. You're telling me you couldn't do that in
I
Miami?
mean, in Vegas of all places. I mean,
They
Miami is
shut down the
literally,
strip to
I was
do
about
F1
to
race.
say,
Like,
Miami is literally like close enough to being like the Vegas of the East Coast in a
which
way,
again,
other than
let's
AC, but
granted, right? The logistics for Vegas are terrible. Like, don't get us wrong. Like, we've seen the videos of
no.
people going up and down the escalators just trying to get a peek of it. They were a little better last year, but logistically, that's kind of what makes Circuit of the Americas so nice because it's just so wide open. There's so much room to do anything.
Nice.
It's
It's
like
just so American. It's
it's just
so
such a perfect race.
it's warm. Everybody's in a good mood. It's fantastic. I love
It's
it.
just there's so much that could be better with Miami. So
Ah,
I
but
think I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. Lando
no,
won
I'm
his first
super
race last
excited.
year, and it's
I'm
going to bring
excited.
back memories.
I
But
I think with our yeah, which I love that by the way. Hopefully we can run it back this weekend.
that'll be nice.
But I would say the only thing really getting interesting about this race is our current driver standings right now and how close everything is.
Which should be interesting, especially now. Piastri's winning by a good amount now. Lano's only up on Max by 1 point, But Max also now has another distraction to deal with this weekend because his wife
Yeah,
or his girlfriend, wife, fiance,
having a
whatever it is now,
baby
is having a child probably as we speak.
as we speak, literally probably, as we
So
speak, which is
it
crazy.
is Thursday night right now. Max has skipped media day already, and
I cannot believe he has the intention to race this weekend. I feel like if I had a kid, I'd be like, I'm sick. Like, what?
well, you're also a woman, but what it's a little different. But
Even Carlos, well, you know what? I can't even say that. Carlos Sainz got appendicitis and still raced. So
it kind of just shows what a demon Max is, though, because like it also shows that he doesn't really need to care about F1 as much as he used to. Because
not
like
really.
old
You know,
Max absolutely would have skipped this, but that's also just not
this
smart to do.
this
But
would be a great opportunity for Max to skip out on a race and then to put George in the Red Bull car just to see if it works.
yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. But this is just it's gonna write the storybook, which I'm gonna talk about in my predictions later. And I'll go first again because I'm winning, so you can copy me if you want to. Um,
I do
Max
it.
winning this race would be so poetic after the birth of his kid. It would be. I don't want it to happen, obviously, but it would be so poetic if it did.
You know, I kind of like the idea, but I really just don't want Max to win.
I don't either.
I
But
like the idea though. I agree with your idea. I just don't want Max to win.
we'll get to those predictions later. But in the meantime, because we already debriefed fantasy last week, I know I'm not making any changes because I want to see how my new team
I
rolls. I
I
don't think
haven't.
you are
I'm not
either.
planning on it as well.
So we're not even going to talk about it today because we kind of touched on it last week. There's nothing really to talk about there.
Agree.
So no race to debrief, obviously. So we just got some news and our race predictions, and then it's going to be done. It'll be a pretty quick episode, but
I love it
some
though.
interesting little rumors coming along. It's kind of interesting timing too, because the Mexican Grand Prix was extended to 2028,
Mhm.
which cool. It's a fun race. I'm not complaining. Whatever.
I like it. It was
Same
fun
day,
last year.
Checo has been rumored to be a lock for the Cadillac seat now.
Supposedly, I've seen multiple sources, none official, but
It
I
makes
can't say
sense.
I'm not surprised. I can't say I'm not surprised that there are rumors going around, but I also would not be surprised if this is like actual fact. Because
I
it's
don't think
like,
there's any better option for Cadillac because they want. I think they're going to want to either go two veterans or a veteran and a rookie, right? They're not going to want to go two rookies no matter what.
no.
I can't really think of a veteran that's available right now that would be just another option at all. Like, sure, Danny Rick could be, but like he said, he doesn't want to do it. Logan
Well,
Sargent's not
I
really
heard
a
actually,
vet.
I heard that Sebastian Vettel maybe getting
I
a,
saw that for Audi.
was it Audi?
Yes, and I don't think he would do that because the German team, German driver, that's what they would want. It's interesting though because the Audi team is going to have a German driver next year anyway with Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
And I don't think they would get rid of Bortoleto because Bortoleto is actually statistically the best of the rookies from F2.
Oh my
It's
God,
just
you
a
know
worse
who I
car.
totally forgot about too?
What's that?
Valtteri Bottas.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that either.
Kind of forgot about him, not gonna lie. He's a reserve driver for
Mercedes right now
the Mercedes, yeah.
went back home. I getting back to Checo though, I don't think there's any better option because he's I think the youngest of all of them and has had the most recent success.
I was just about to say, I think his story got cut a little short without his regard, if you know what I mean.
Which no
Like,
fault, a little bit of his own fault because he didn't particularly race well, but also not his fault because the car sucked.
yeah,
He probably got more leeway than most other drivers would have in this, like as we saw with Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson got two races and Checo had a full season. I think that's still a little crazy. But that's why I think the connection's so interesting. There was rumors last year that the only reason Checo didn't lose a seat was because Mexico or Red Bull had a bunch of Mexican sponsors and the Mexican Grand Prix hadn't happened yet, so they wanted to keep him. Which is also interesting that the Mexican Grand Prix gets extended and suddenly these rumors come out again. So
I don't know. I guess I don't know. We'll see because I think I agree with you in the sense of it being a veteran and then a rookie per se. I couldn't give you a rookie off the top of my head right now, but
I want Felipe Drugovich to finally get a spot because
we'll
he
see.
is. He's been out of F2 for I think 3 years now, and he won F2. And the only reason he doesn't have a seat is because Lance Stroll's daddy pays for his seat. So he would have been in the Aston Martin seat by now if that was not the case. But
But no, I agree. Again, I said it earlier. I see Checo taking the spot. I think he's had success in the past. I don't think he's a bad driver. I mean, given he was in a horrible car, because I don't see Danny Rick coming back. I don't think I see Bottas doing anything other than going to stake again. Like I don't.
you can see, he's not going to Mercedes anytime unless if they lose Russell and Max doesn't come to Mercedes, and maybe he's back in a Mercedes seat. But I think
He
if
definitely.
one of them happening means the other one's also going to happen. I don't think they lose Russell and don't get Max because that's just going to be how it goes.
It's just not. I don't know. I also, which I don't think we talked about. I also saw that there was a rumor that Colapinto may be back
Did see
within.
that, and I don't know
I
why.
don't know how true that is. I read that apparently I don't know who it was, but somebody's microphone was on by accident and they said he may be making a debut. I forget which race they
Which
said.
completely contradicts what we had been reporting last week because it was based on
That's
the idea that Doohan was going to lose his seat, and now
that's what
we
I'm
were told Doohan was not going to lose his seat.
and then now we're sitting here, but it's a rumor. I don't know how truthful this rumor is per se,
That's the
but
joys of F1. It's like there's so many rumors and we never know what's real or not. So we can just talk and spew whatever comes to our mind.
whatever we want, it's never gonna come true. But
Because
I did hear
look,
that
I bet you we
Colton
look
may have
back
a
5 months
seat.
from now and Checo doesn't have the seat.
I
Like
honestly right.
it would be certainly
It's gonna
interesting.
be Logan Sargent.
Logan retired from all racing. It's like I don't understand him. Like obviously he
I
sucked,
don't know.
but
I was expecting any. You know what else I saw? Pato Award.
I know you would like that.
I would love that. I love Pato, but I saw that he's a McLaren driver for Indy 5, but I saw
I
that
want to see him
he
win Indy 5 before he comes.
true.
And I
But
also would never
I
want
think
to see
that
him leave McLaren. But
he may be in contention for it. I don't know if that's just people
I did
pulling.
see that actually because American team with a very well-known driver in American motorsport.
Yeah.
It-
Unless you did like what's his name? Joseph Newgarden or whatever
Justin
his thing.
Newgarden.
Yeah. Which
Kyle
that's
Larson of NASCAR has been trash talking Max Verstappen, which would be funny, but Kyle Larson wouldn't survive 2 races in an F1 car.
absolutely not.
It was so funny because he was talking smack about Max. He's a NASCAR guy, right? Like he's raced other things, but he's a NASCAR guy.
It's
I
such
believe he's trying to race Indy 500 again. I think he did last year and didn't come anywhere close, but crashed in testing like almost immediately. So
You know what? I think I saw that. Didn't he? Who was it? The guy that was the 95G?
and I don't know. I didn't see it, but
I
I
saw
was
somebody
I don't
today.
know. I didn't actually watch the actual crash or like pay attention to the metrics of it. I more so just saw him talking smack and then crashing his car immediately.
Crashing the car immediately after. No, you know what? Somebody, it was for the testing, Indy car.
We should do an Indy 500 episode when it happens.
We should have gone. We should have done the Indy 5.
I
It's
mean,
Memorial
I still
Day.
can go. You can, but
True.
um, because it would be very entertaining. Because Sydney kind of knows Indy 500 or IndyCar, and I know nothing. So I would get to sit here and learn, which would be nice. Because
Who was it? Oh yeah, no, never mind.
okay,
No, it was I don't even know. I'm not sure I don't even pronounce it. I think it's Sato. Yeah, it was the IndyCar open test a week ago. He had a 94G crash into the wall.
yeah, that's brutal.
Fun.
Let me see the Kyle Larson crash. Yes, he te crashed a week ago in Indy 500 open testing. So I was not lying. That's good because sometimes I just spew, but it's fine.
Oh, I was that guy. I was fully. I'm sure there were multiple crashes that we were hearing of. Of course, one of them was Kyle Larson.
Indeed. But the Cadillac seat will certainly be interesting. We can't
It'll
really
be.
talk much about it because we don't know, but
I think in the later season too. I think we talked about doing like a
which
seat season
we
at some
absolutely are, and I'm going
after
to
the
be
summer
very excited to do it.
after
So
the summer break. Actually, during the summer break
during
because I
this
think
break. or like right the first week or first week after. We'll probably like do something like every other week during the summer break. We'll do an episode
I feel like once you get to summer break, then you're kind of getting like
towards the end.
we're getting tight towards the end, and then we kind of have rumors going around about what's gonna happen.
Right when
So,
you think the summer break is a thing, it's gets just more heated than ever. So,
oh, always.
but we'll see. Um, you have written down here that the F1 movie soundtrack dropped.
It did just
I
drop. Did
didn't
you?
see it, so I'm curious to see what you said.
Wait,
What
I'll
you
show
saw.
you. There's lots of artists on it. I'm shocked. I'm actually really excited to see this movie.
I am as well. And
Uh,
bar slash arcade in Philadelphia is opening
I
soon.
was just
So
talking about that with another friend of mine,
we
about
we
the
will be
arcade
going.
because I was talking. So the birthday party I went to, they actually went to Monaco and like went into the paddock and like walked the race. They didn't go to like the race, but they went to like the track like
How
after the
many do your
race.
friends have? Jeez.
I don't know, but I was like, I'm so jealous. Oh
One
my God.
day, podcast money, one day.
Here we go. Look, I found it. See?
No, but I see Doja Cat and I see Tiesto.
Yeah, so we've got Ed Sheeran, Rose, Burna Boy, Dom Dollar, Roddy Rich. I don't know who that is. Madison Beer, Possa,
Oh God.
Darko, Don Tolliver. Wow, Don Tolliver, Doja Cat, Tate, Tiesto, Sexy Red. I don't know these other people.
I heard some interesting, like Ed Sheeran being in it is certainly
Ed
interesting.
Sheeran on a,
Which, like, I'm not complaining because Ed Sheeran
but
is
it's like a love
fantastic. But like,
story. I bet this definitely has a love story in it somewhere, and
I think they already said that there is.
Can
Uh,
guarantee you that that is Ed Sheeran's. Yeah,
they'll make some unnecessary additions and it'll be great. But
excited though. But yeah, that
Sexy
literally
Red being in it is already making me not want this
that,
movie to be
that
good.
literally just it literally dropped today.
The movie or the soundtrack?
No, what
I
the
was about to
soundtrack?
say, I feel like I would have known if the movie dropped, but
It's June 27th.
June 27th. Yeah, no, Sexy Red being in it is immediately making these
I don't
movies
know. Yeah,
worse.
I don't know how I feel about that. We're gonna get like the opening scenes be like, get it sexy, get it sexy.
Oh man.
Immediately leaving the movie theater, immediately
If
turning it
that's
off.
a oh my God, I'm like cringe so hard.
Immediately turning it off.
That
Mm.
was but with it being a shorter week, I say we get right into the best part of the day, predictions.
Right, I
And
honestly, this one's gonna throw me through the roof.
this one's gonna be a fun one because Miami, of course, was the race that McLaren did find their pace last year. Whether it was luck or not, we don't want to talk about it, right? Because yes, Lando benefited from a safety car, but he
Yes.
also what's that?
Says Norris needs to find a sweet spot again as Piastri leads the standings. Miami could be the ideal place to do it.
Good. Miami, of course. Lando got lucky last year with the safety car, but at the same time, he did beat Max by like 10 seconds after. So they were a second off each other and then he pulled away. So, with that being said, I will go first. And just to recap, because I know Sydney would love to hear this right now.
I'm getting my butt whooped, so
Sydney is getting her butt whooped.
get my butt whooped.
However, that's mostly because I had such a good week last race. Because it was 8-5 and it's now 7, or I believe it was 8-5, right?
Can't believe you. It's like 17.
It was 8-5. I then put up 9 points last week. It is now 17-5. However, with the addition of the bonus slot, it is anyone's game. So,
Doesn't for now.
what was that?
He said it's anyone's game for now.
For now, I'm just saying I have a bad week. Sydney puts up a bonus and it's suddenly 17-15 again, and we're back in it. But
Yes.
I'll start it off. And there's a lot of thought that's going to go into this one because
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I don't have any
I'm gonna
thoughts.
go 5-1. We'll do the bonus after you predict yours, just so we make it a little more interesting.
Yeah, why not? I like that.
Fifth, I'm gonna go. I feel like Ferrari's had some time to figure it out. I'm gonna go Lewis in fifth. I feel like the break was good for them. Obviously, Lewis had higher expectations going into last race and kind of fell short. But at the same time, Leclerc looked a lot better than
That's
they've
a
looked in the past. Maybe they'll get Lewis back on the same page. So we're gonna go Lewis fifth. In fourth place, I'm gonna go Oscar in fourth.
Oscar
I
and
want to
full.
try to mix it up a little bit today. We're gonna
Whoa.
go Oscar in fourth. And that's just no real basis off that. I just feel I just got something in the air, you know? Like I want to look at the results from Miami last year, right? Miami GP 2024.
Fourth though.
Oscar came in,
Hmm.
where was he last year? Jeez. Was 13th last year. Because I remember him being further down. That's why I kind of had this feeling. But Lando got first last year. Oscar got 13th. Again, lucky safety car. Still, Lando won the race by 8 seconds. The McLaren was fast. Why was Oscar back there? I don't remember, and I don't really care. He just didn't have a great race. He was behind Gasly's Alpine, Hulkenberg's Haas, Ocon's Alpine, uh, Alonso's Aston, Yuki's RB. Like, there's a lot of just middle cars ahead of him. So it doesn't seem like it's a track that he's incredibly
I
comfortable
can't
with.
remember what happened. I feel like something happened.
I'm sure something did happen. And I'm forgetting about it being stupid. However, for the sake of podcast content, we're putting Oscar in fourth. He's going to be better than last year because obviously he is. He's not going to be that much better. He's getting fourth. Third
Okay.
place. To go back with my previous statement, Ferraris looked a lot better. I'm feeling another Ferrari podium with Charles Leclerc again. He'll get third. I wonder who's getting first and second, right?
Oh, soccer.
Kimmy. No, he's not getting second.
I was, I honestly wouldn't be surprised at this rate if everybody else has horrible
Nah,
races.
I'm not saying that. Well, yeah, if everyone else has horrible
Just
races,
like
then
if
no kidding, Kimmy's
is
going to
it
be ahead of everyone else.
supposed to rain? Is it supposed to rain in
It is
Miami?
supposed to rain, actually, so that's another factor. And we did see that. I can add that to the Oscar thing too. Oscar's one time in rain this year, he spun out when he was in the lead. So
It wasn't that much.
it's Miami though, so it's always
Sure.
unpredictable, right?
Usually true.
To go with the storyline that I had mentioned earlier, Lando Norris is getting second.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think Dad Mode Max is going to come out and he's gonna be like, I have a kid to care for now, and I'm a father. Not like he obviously has his stepdaughter, I guess we'll call him.
Yeah, but it's like its
Or
own
not, but
kid. It's his own kid.
now it's his own kid. Father Max. I believe it's Max's first son too, so you know Max is gonna start, getting him in F1 the same way his dad did. I really hope he doesn't do that the same way his dad did. Max is winning this race. I have no doubt in my mind about it. Do I want it to happen? No. Do I think it would be a cool storyline? Yes. Do I hate Max as much as I used to? No. Does he still annoy me? Yes.
I would say the sheer fact that he is as good as he is annoys me, but I have such an appreciation for Max.
I
Like,
mean, you have to respect greatness when you're watching it, right? Like me and you, maybe you did, but I know I didn't see the glory years of Lewis. I wasn't really into F1 at the time. So I never really saw him winning. Like his first race that I saw him win live was Silverstone last year. Um, because I didn't watch the crazy year when he and Max went down to the
battled it out.
which actually shout out Peter Marsh for that one. That's how he got me into it because I was living with Peter at the time and we lived at Park on Morton. I'm
Insane.
sure you're
That was
familiar.
insane. Which
We
can't
had
change the
a
past, but
we had a little conference room in our apartment complex, Park on Morton, when we were there. That race was at like 3 in the morning. I was still up doing whatever I was. I don't remember why. Peter at like 2 in the morning, whatever it was, walks out of his room, was like, I'm going downstairs to watch the race so I don't keep you guys up. I was like, what? There's a race right now. So I go to bed thinking nothing of it. And Peter the next morning wakes up at whatever it was, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, because it was a long night. He was like, bro, that was the coolest ending ever. They absolutely screwed Lewis. I was like, what? And then the next
like,
year I started watching and it was fantastic. So
dude, that was unreal.
I will appreciate Max's greatness while we have it because
You never know.
we never know. I want nothing more than Lewis to come back to his greatness and just witness it once. I don't know if we're ever going to see it, but
Maybe for like 2 races, and then I'm like, all right.
yeah, that's fine. But I got my top five. I feel like I went a little bold because I feel like I have the room to do it. So, not to rub salt in the wound, but that's exactly what I'm doing. I want to hear what you got. We're not going to do the bonus yet. We're going to say that to the end. But
Uh,
let's hear it.
okay, I'm gonna do Lando one. I love the disco helmet. I love it. I can't get over it. I've got good vibes from last year. Like, I know you're going on the side that Max is going to be full 100%. I'm going with he's not going to be full 100% because he just had a freaking kid. So I'm going to put Lando one.
I
I'm
think it's
hoping
the
that
disco helmet that you're just obsessed with. Sydney
I
actually
know.
texted me
I
on two different platforms today. She texted me, like actually texted me and DM'd me on Instagram
that
the picture of it within 2 minutes of each other and was like, I
is
want this helmet
literally
right now. I was like, I didn't even look at the picture yet. Relax.
I literally this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. That
Yeah,
is sick. I want this.
crazy.
I've already decided I'm going to DIY it.
You
That's
should. That'd
it.
be
I'm
interesting.
totally going to do it.
Then you're gonna race the go-karts with it? That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Um, I totally said that'd be fun. Anyways, two. Who do I want second? P2. Who do I want P2? I'm gonna go George.
I gave you the opportunity to make a comeback and you're putting George second.
I'm gonna put George. I'm gonna put George. I don't think Max is gonna be on his A game. I really don't.
Are we forgetting about the other one in orange?
No, not yet.
Okay, okay,
Decide whether I want to put him P3 or P4 because I kind of like him in P4 like you have.
okay.
I'm gonna do Oscar P4 or P3, P3, P3.
Three, all
I'm
right.
gonna do Charles P4. I'm gonna do Max P5.
All right.
I might be eating my words hell
So
right now.
we are completely different this week, which means we're gonna get a swing. Either nothing's gonna happen at all or we're gonna get a swing. So this should be interesting.
I think it'll be interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't know. Like I really don't have any expectations for this race at all. Like I feel like there has been no set pattern or consistency from any of these drivers this entire season.
I think that's fair. Right when we thought that Russell was gonna be extremely consistent, he stops being consistent. So we'll see. But bonus time, because we have to go two different ones. I say you roll the bonus for me, and I will roll the bonus for you. I'm going to get like one of those spinny wheels.
Ooh, okay. I want to do that.
Um,
Wheel spin. Make sure you do 5 to 20 and not 1 to 20 because we don't want to guess 1 through 5 again.
number picker wheel. We're gonna
Number.
go range from we're going 6 to 20, and I'm ready when you are. You can't see it, can you? Let me
We're
unblur.
doing the same one.
Let's unblur my background for a minute so you can see my fantastic room. We are on the same one, as bad as it is. You
Okay,
can
we
just
ready?
trust me. You can kind of see it. Let's see what I get first. Oh boy.
I'm
Drum roll,
scared.
please. I don't like that at all. That's gonna be really hard to
Let's
predict.
see.
I hate that. All right, so I gotta go for 16.
Ooh, that's brutal. Watch me get like 20.
But that's fine because you just have to pick someone at DNF.
No.
Ready? You
Ready?
can't see it. The light's really bad, but we're gonna do it.
I'm scared. 16's brutal.
That's no better.
What is it? I can't read.
14.
14, bruh.
This
Actually,
is
no,
an interesting one now.
I got it. No, I don't. Actually, let me.
All right, I'm looking back at it last year. 14th last year and 16th last year are both no longer in F1, so it's not going to help us at all. But last year, 16th was Bottas and 14th was Zhou. Now, if we look to the F1 schedule now,
Oh, this is gonna be rough.
14th last week was
I know,
Esti Besti.
I know. That's what I'm looking at right now.
16th was Stroll. The race before the 16th was Lawson. 14th was Doohan. Japan was Hulkenberg and Sainz.
Bro, this is anyone's
China was
business.
Lawson and Hadjar, and Australia was Bortoleto and Behrman. So we've had a different driver in a different spot every single time, except Lawson was in 16th place. So I think that means we should go a little variety and pick someone that we didn't just talk about.
I know who I want to pick.
I'm listening. Let's hear it because I'm gonna need a minute.
Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this?
Oh,
Do
she wants to pick SD Bestie. You can hear it in her voice.
I ST Bestie. We want ST Bestie in the top 10.
I mean, we want a lot of things that we can't have, but here we are.
I think I'm gonna do Alonso.
That's interesting because I was considering that too.
I'm feeling a good Alonso race. I mean,
Good
obviously,
Alonso race, 14th is good now, Sid. Um,
what's been going on this season?
Alonso was 11th last week.
No, I saw that.
I'm gonna go
He was
Nico Hulkenberg in 16th. I
Alonso
think,
15th in Bahrain.
okay. So I think we both have decent options here. I'm going Nico in 16th. You're going Alonso in 14th. I think that's a fair idea.
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Now, I did just think of this. I have one more thing I want to do before we end this episode because my dad asked me to do it this morning, and I said, I'm going to wait until the podcast to do it so I can do it on the podcast. But
I'm scared.
F1 Fantasy has another game. I think I told you about it a little bit. I don't know if you ever did it, where it's predictions for the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I did it the first race, and I told you to do it. I don't believe you did it, and I haven't done it since the first race.
I
So
have not done it. Oh, we have a day. Should we do it now?
we do, and I'm going to do it right now as well. I just need to pull it up.
Wait, so we can just go off of our
There's like prompts that it gives us. So
mine's the top predict the
F1 Predict is what we're doing.
for yeah, predict the podium for 2025.
Predict the podium so we can go off of our predictions. So that's perfect. Um, so I went Max 1, save. I went Lando 2, and I went Charles Leclerc 3.
Okay, next. Oh, I have to put in a username.
Oh, and then you could do their 2x chip. Um, I'm
Okay.
going to double down on Max.
We'll finish ahead in the sprint. Are they all the same questions?
They are, so let me catch up because I gotta sign in. But my 2x is going on Max. Oh, what did I do? Max Verstappen. Oh, wait, no, it's 2x for the entire thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm not doing any podium. No way. Lando, give me a second. I'm coming. Charles, save next. Okay, who will finish ahead in the sprint? Gasly, Ocon, Stroll, and Hulkenberg.
Yeah, I'm going ST Bestie.
I'm so shocked. Um, I'm going Gasly. So long as Gasly doesn't crash, he's faster than all of them by a pretty considerable amount. I'm
Yeah,
putting my 2x chip on that because I'm that confident on it.
I want my S the best.
How many different teams will score points in the sprint? There's 8 finishers, or 8 finishers get points.
I'm gonna
Now,
go 4.
so they're saying 2-2-2-2. I'm gonna go. So we know the three of the podium. So just looking at our predictions, right? Well, it's gonna be different because it's sprint. Both McLarens and Max, I think are guarantees. I don't think Yuki finishes it. So I'm gonna go 5.
I'm gonna go 4. I just have a feeling. I'm gonna go 4. Next. Who will take pole position?
Dad Road Max. I'm not questioning it. He's going to dominate this week.
You
And
said
I am so unbelievably confident in that.
I'm gonna go Lando.
Lando, okay. I would love that.
Qualify highest for the Grand Prix.
Kimmy
Ooh,
or Lewis? That's an
this is
interesting
a
one.
good one.
That's a very interesting one.
I'm gonna
With
go.
my prediction for the race, I feel like I have to go Lewis,
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lewis.
which also kind of makes me want to change my answer to the third one because I don't think Kimmy's going to get top eight in the sprint.
I don't think he is either.
I'm going to go up to six on that. I think you should probably go up to five on that.
You think?
I don't think Kimmy's in the top eight, and I don't think Yuki's in the top eight in the sprint. I
Oh,
think
okay,
both
I'll say
McLarens,
five.
both
I'll settle with five.
Ferraris. Yeah. So what is that? Both McLarens, both Ferraris, Max, which is two, four, five, which is three teams, George, and then two randoms. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay.
How many classified finishers?
Why is this not clicking?
I'm gonna go 20.
Really? Four
Yeah.
cars have ever failed to finish in Miami so far. Fun fact, I know for a fact one of them was Lando because that was one of the first races I ever watched. Gasly spun Lando off, and I loved Lando already, and I hated Gasly for a year because of
You know
that.
what? I'll
Now,
do 19. I have a feeling somebody's gonna have car issues tomorrow. Or
this weekend,
yeah. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like I feel
go
like it's gonna be Williams.
with the amount of rookies here. There's something's gonna happen, and I think you're probably right. There's gonna be a car show. I'm gonna go 18, be a little different.
I'll go 19. Next.
You actually get more points for getting 19, so I kind of want to do that, but not.
Will there
Will there
be
be
a
a safety car?
safety car?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna say yes.
Because of our predictions on the last one, we're just doubling down. So that's fine. Who will set the fastest lap of Sunday?
I'm gonna go Piastri.
Dad Verstappen.
I'm gonna put 2 times on Piastri.
All right. Which team will record the fastest pit stop? And I'm curious what you say here because I know what I'm going to pick, and I don't know if you've seen it, what has been going on with it, but
Wasn't it like Ferrari?
Ferrari had two 2-second pit stops last week. They've been fantastic.
Was
Now,
like Red Bull and Ferrari.
Red Bull has extreme value here because no, they have not had the best pit stops right now, but you get 25 points if they do. I kind of want to do that just to be interesting. I might do that to be interesting. Let's go, Red Bull.
All you on that?
Okay. Which team will score more points this weekend? RB or Alpine? That's an interesting one.
Oh, wait.
Because I'm
Who
just gonna think of it this way, right?
do it's gonna do worse or Lost is gonna do
No, no,
worse?
no, no. That's not what I'm saying though, because I know Lawson and Doohan are both not gonna score anything this week. Like I'm tossing them out the window. I don't care about them.
Well, that's fair.
Gasly or Hadjar? Because Isaac's looked very good.
I'm going Alpine. I'm going
I
Alpine.
also want, and there are less points to, yeah, no, I'm doing that for sure.
I'm doing Alpine.
All right, finish it off. My predictions have been locked in. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yay! Wait, that's exciting. I liked that.
Are you in my league for that?
I'm not in any league for that.
All right, so we're gonna have to give you the invite on that one. I'm 77% correct in that league, but I'm in third place because I only did it for 1 week. So
I have yet to do
my
it.
dad is 49%, Toys 55%, and my aunt is 30%.
I am 0%.
So we'll see. But
0%.
I think we made the most of a slow week. I think this was good.
Too. I think this was a nice chill episode.
I think we said that we were gonna have a short episode. I'm pretty sure it was just as long as the normal ones, but
I think it was too. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not mad about it.
I'm
It's
not mad at it.
consistency.
Exactly. So yeah, subscribe, like the videos.
Follow us
I
on
know I'm
social
having fun with
media.
this. Like I want to
I have
keep
fun with
doing
this.
it, and
I
I'm not
enjoy
going
this.
anywhere with this. But
Join the leagues, make it more interesting for us,
join
you
the
know.
leagues, follow the
Hello.
Instagram, give us suggestions of what we should do.
Watch our YouTube channel because we
Watch our
haven't
YouTube. We're gonna figure out
uh,
Spotify eventually. We'll see what happens. But
maybe.
it's gonna be a fun weekend.
I'm excited.
Miami. I'm very excited as well.
Indie Man's game.
It is.
Any
It's
men's
bad
world?
Verstappen. Bad Verstappen. But anyways,
I
thank you
know.
guys all for watching.
Yes.
See you next week.